Hey there, welcome back. My hand did not want to cooperate with the mechanisms here. I hope that you are doing well. And yeah, this is going to be wrapping up. And maybe because of what we're going to be discussing is why things are just going awry a bit. But this is going to be wrapping up. Last video for today. Yeah, as you know, well, first of all, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so now let's get into it. As you know, if you've been here on the channel, I don't particularly go into the massive deep dives of the Diddy case. There's plenty of channels out there that are doing a wonderful job at giving all the nitty-gritty details and breakdowns of every aspect of this case. And so therefore, I think they do such a great job with that. We'll leave that for them to continue on with doing. But as this is news and things that are going on in the world, yes, including all of this tragedy as well, I definitely want to, certain things that come up that seem to be kind of pivotal moments in the case as we're moving along to getting to trial. I'll definitely be sharing with you here on the platform. So now you may have heard that there seems to be some talks that reportedly the feds are looking to making the plans of revealing co-conspirators here within a few months or a couple months or so. So it's going to be quite interesting. I think it's going to be a time of reveal for sure. I think we're going to start to feel probably a lot of the adjustment in the air when it comes to certain individuals probably who may be concerned about where they may stand in the situation and if they'll potentially be revealed. There's lots of individuals that have been, named or alleged to be named that could have had things to do with the situation at hand at any given point in time. So it will be quite interesting to see how all these things unfold within the next couple of months. Now, as you may know, Diddy's trial is set for May 5th of 2025. So of course, more things I'm sure are going to come out before the actual trial date starts, which I think that trial is going to probably be a complete circus. I don't know if it's going to be one that's going to come through within a couple of weeks and to be, out the door. It's just so many players, so many things, so many charges. And it's just, it's just going to be the case of, some may say the century at this point, but definitely the case of the year as it stands as right now. And of course, as we all know, and well, maybe not all know, but a lot of us know the very fated words of Cat Williams, the comedian, who says all things would be exposed and revealed in 2024. So this is one of the things that really exploded in 2024. And now we are looking at some of the aftermath of that going into 2025, along with other situations that opened and revealed itself in 2024 as well. So with that, let's go ahead and just take a look at what details are being shared, what is being alleged to be, coming next down the pike for this particular situation, and what's just allegedly being reported at this time. Definitely keeping in mind all things are alleged to the situation until we get to, court and trial and see what happens at that point. So let's go ahead and get into it. Also, too, as we know, the seriousness of the situation. There may be some things that I might have to change some words around to make sure that it remains YouTube friendly. So, just keep that in mind. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So now apparently this sharing is coming from allhiphop.com, and they are reporting exclusively that feds make plans to reveal Diddy's co-conspirators. Now, they further go on to share that federal prosecutors are planning to reveal the co-conspirators in the Sean Diddy racketeering Combs case this March. Now, federal prosecutors are preparing to name alleged co-conspirators in a sweeping racketeering case involving Sean Diddy Combs, related to charges that linked the disgraced hip-hop mogul to an alleged criminal enterprise. Now, All Hip Hop has confirmed that the U.S. government plans to reveal the names of individuals who supposedly worked alongside Diddy in illicit activities by March 7, 2025. That's just literally around the corner. Now, through a highly anticipated enterprise letter, the enterprise letter will lay out the specifics of the alleged criminal acts, including dates, locations, and participants. Now, Diddy has been indicted for crimes that range from racketeering, conspiracy to trafficking, and arson over the destruction of a car belonging to rapper Kid Cudi. The arson incident reportedly occurred in early 2012 when co-conspirators allegedly targeted Kid Cudi's vehicle by slashing its convertible top and hurling a Molotov cocktail inside, igniting a fire that law enforcement concluded was intentional. Now, prosecutors argue this brazen act stemmed from Diddy's fury over Ventura's prior brief relationship with Kid Cudi. In her civil suit, Ventura claimed that Diddy told her in February 2012, "I am going to blow up Kid Cudi's car," which the rapper confirmed via a statement released by his spokesperson that said this is all true. Now, this episode, however, is just one layer of the allegations against Diddy, who has been locked up without bond since September of 2024. Federal authorities accuse him of leading a broader criminal organization that engaged in activities including kidnapping, intimidation, and exploitation. In one chilling charge, Combs and his associates allegedly held a person at PayPal Point in December of 2011 to orchestrate a burglary. Defense attorneys for Combs have vehemently denied the allegations, arguing that the charges lack substantive evidence directly implicating their client. All of this talk of dozens of victims and 50 witnesses, if they, prosecutors, had that, if they really had it, it would be in the indictment, Diddy's lawyer, Mark Agnifilio, said after his client was charged. Now, in fact, Diddy's lawyers want the feds to disclose the enterprise letter much faster, asking for a February 1st, 2025 deadline. Now, according to the defense, the postponement hinders their ability to prepare adequately for trial, creating a fundamental imbalance in the proceedings. As we now know, the federal trial is slated for May 5th, 2025. So my guess is that they're feeling that the opening of the co-conspirators and providing that in the unveiling letter will have so much misogos associated with it that it will make it difficult for them to have the adequate time to prepare for the trial for May 5th. So yeah, it does feel like we've got a bit of a pedal to the metal type of situation going on at this point. We are getting things coming out more and more and more. Really, honestly, things have been pretty much trickling out for months now anyways. Now, from what I understand, Diddy had tried 4 attempts, if I'm correct, and trying to get bail in order to be released while waiting on trial, and all of those attempts were denied, or at least he went for 3 and those 3 were denied, and they were thinking about going through a 4th, and the 4th they decided not to move forward with that. So there's a lot of things happening at this point. He is still incarcerated, a pending trial, and you know, we haven't heard so much about the actual court dates and beyond since I guess, I don't know, November maybe timeframe might have been the last one. So it seems to be a little bit quiet on that hand. So this coming out right now kind of just puts that fire back out there and letting us know, yeah, we're quickly coming to the point of now where all evidence and such will be laid out for, really, I guess at some point, I don't know, the world to see. I'm not sure this is going to be a close case. If you're familiar, whether or not it is or not, definitely share that down below. I will wonder because of the nature of the situation, but at the same time, we've had other notorious cases of different situations where it was open to the public as far as proceedings, you know, on television and online and whatnot, because this is definitely a people interest case as well for a lot of different reasons, and people feel a lot different ways in regards to the accusations and the situations that occurred that are related to the allegations levied against Diddy. And also people have a true interest in knowing all of the co-conspirators attached to the situation as well. And, you know, not all will probably be necessarily celebrities. You know, they could be individuals that work with him, that could be, you know, put out as alleged. You know, you just never know. It could be a mixed bag of situations. So I think that, you know, a lot of people are biting at the bit for March. I would imagine some of the ones, if not all of them, who may feel that there might be some connection or tie that they need to be concerned with, probably already are aware of the fact that this is probably coming out, and then they'll be looking at ways to, you know, at least adjust the narrative if they can, or do some type of damage control for themselves, if at all possible. Now, there's, you know, quite a bit swarming around from different individuals, so of course everything is all alleged until we get to that point and see what comes out of the trial. But yeah, that's not going to stop the information from coming out over the next couple couple of months and into the springtime as well. So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts about this. I don't think this is something that we were, in shock of. I think we are actually been waiting on this because, as such a situation being considered an enterprise, we know that there's going to be more players involved in that process. So I think a lot of us were kind of waiting to see when that next step was going to be made. We did go through a big spell of different lawsuits being, levied at P. Diddy in regards to different types of cases that kind of enveloped from the core situation here that he's been dealing with. And some things have been kind of playing out, for a lot of us to see, and some things have been kind of hush hush. So, we'll see how all that comes to play as well. It's going to be a very busy year for Diddy this year when it comes to the legal status, as it has been for the last year and a half or so. So yeah, at this point, I guess we will wait to see what happens, because again, all things are alleged, but it's not looking good for the foreseeable situation for him at all. But again, I'll be, watching just like most of us are going to be doing, and most of you as well, in regards to seeing what's next and what happens. At the end of the day, this is a pivotal individual in pop culture and has been a part of a lot of our lives in the entertainment business. And so it was just shocking to see this play out the way that it is. And I think about when I watch old videos and just even being there at the time, I would have never thought that something like this would be coming down. But you know what, this is why we don't look at people as role models, right? Everybody has free will to do and make the choices that they make. And so at this point, as all things are alleged, we'll see how this plays out as well. So with that, definitely go ahead and feel free to share your thoughtful comments down below. Any thoughts that you have about the case. Again, all things alleged, but if you do have any sharings or feelings about the situation, for sure, you can leave them down below in the comment section. And I think that'll about do it for this update. And so, of course, if you are new here, you haven't had a chance to hit that subscribe button, I wish that you would, and become part of the family, part of the community, because I would so, of course, love to have you. New year, and one of the things that I really would like to continue with is growing the community here on this channel. I enjoy the time that we have here, just going over some of the things that are going on, and communicating about it down below in the comments section. So yeah, definitely make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and also to go ahead and make sure you have your notification bells on all as well, because I will be, of course, uploading many more videos in the future here on the platform, and I definitely want to know your thoughts, as I like to share mine. So with that being said, I think I will bid you adieu. You take care and be blessed, and until next time, bye.